Hey guys, Bill Seamantel from FishLab Tackle. I got some great news. I just got a sample of our new 4-inch BBZ bio shads. And guess what I'm doing? I'm spooling up the Guide Select crankbait stick. I'm putting on 10-pound test soft steel HT on my new Hakai reel. And I am getting ready to go out and do some testing with this tomorrow morning up at my home lake at Castaic Lake. So really cool. I'm excited. The colors here, if you look down here at these baits, we've got the sexy shad, we got a golden shiner, we got this beautiful bone color Tennessee shad, and then we got the natural, which is a Threadfin shad. And I'm telling you, these baits are spot on with the color. The bait is matched up with 2 BKK black nickel hooks. We have a size 3 and a size 4 respectively on the baits, and they weigh about approximately a ½ ounce. So with the Hakai reel and this line and this setup, you're going to be able to cast this thing a mile, not have any issues. But the really cool thing about these baits is the way we built them over at FishLab. And when we talk about the science of the strike, we're not kidding. So I grew up fishing. I guided at Castaic for years. I've used live shad. There's a certain action, a shape, a signature to baits that when you hit those, that realism, going from the illusion to a realism bait, it just takes it up to another notch. These baits are not crankbaits. It is going to be the weirdest thing to say. These things are shad. And the way we built them is you're going to be able to fish these in literally inches of water. A lot of times post-spawn, pre-spawn, when you have any type of shad bite, a lot of times these big fish, they run right onto the bank and it's in super skinny water. So I haven't been up to Castaic for months. I heard it's still low, about 30, 40, 50 foot low. We're going to go up in the morning and we're going to break down the lake. We're going to break it down. You guys are going to be with me. I'm going to put on, I think I'm going to put on the bone color BBZ Threadfin shad. I'm going to put this on first with my Akuma rod and reel setup. And we're going to break down the lake. It should be post-spawn. We should be able to go look on bluff walls, backs of pockets. We got to look for any type of bait movement. See if there's still a shad spawn going on. But we're going to break it down. I want you guys to join me in the boat. We're going to take this step by step. I'm going to show you some of the things I look at when using baits like this. And hopefully this will impress you to the point where you're going to start looking at FishLab Tackle a little bit more in the future for baits that are cutting edge. So I'm going to get the boat ready, and then in the morning we'll put the jersey on and we'll head out and we'll have a good day and we'll see what happens. Hey guys, Bill Seamantel from the BBZtv. We're up here at one of my local lakes, Castaic. We're out here to test some new FishLab tackle baits for 2022. So we have the 4-inch shad, we have the 6-inch gizzard shad, we have some nature series baits, and we have the rat. So haven't been up here for a while. The lake looks to be, shoot, 50-60 feet low from high pool. So they're not putting any water in, and the water is pretty stained. So I think a white colored bait, bone color, is one of my favorite colors for this time of year with this watercolor. And we're just going to hit some inside pockets real quick and then outside walls, and we're going to see if we can find some post-spawn fish. So let's get fishing. BBZ. BBZ. I think he thinks it's a real bait. Oh my gosh. That just scared the crap out of me. This thing is incredible. What I'm doing is I'm pairing it up with the Nakuma Guide Select cranking stick. I got the Hakai 6-to-1, and I'm using 10-pound test soft steel. This system is unbelievable. So basically I'm just coming out, I'm looking for a shad bite up against the banks and stuff. The key thing with the science of the strike is understanding the elements of a good bait. You got the size, the shape, the look, the color, the action. Those signatures of a bait, when you could cross off multiple boxes, that's where these baits come alive. And when you see an osprey come down multiple times and take this off the surface, we have checked every box possible. So from above the water to below the water, FishLab tackle, the BBZ, we're coming out with some incredible baits. Let's catch a couple bass. We're going to just basically use this as a skinny water crankbait. You could use it open water on boiling fish. When they see the action, this is going to be the most realistic crankbait threadfin shad you're going to see on the market at a price point that cannot be beat. Make sure you guys follow along with FishLab Tackle, social media, the BBZ, and watch for us at ICAST 2022 this year. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. Let's get back to fishing. Ooh. He didn't fly far, so there's bait right here in this pocket. Oh, what I say? Understanding your point values, the ones that change momentarily. Look at this nice fish. Being able to read the water, and that stuff outside the water is coming into this pocket. I see 2 blue herrings sitting there on the bank, which man, that's a plus value. That's gonna happen in moments in time. Take advantage of them and you start catching fish. Okay, let's do the blue herring on the bank, the Spider-Man crawl. If the blue herring are looking for fish in that deep of water and that far from the bank, put your lure in the same place. Just like that. Just like that. Hey guys, out here on one of my home lakes, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the new, let me put this fish back. I'll talk to you a little bit about the new FishLab tackle, BBZ 4-inch Shad Threadfin. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you the secret behind this bait. This bait does not dive deep. This bait is a swimming bait. I'm watching birds. I'm watching blue herrings, egrets. They're sitting on the bank looking down the edge of the water in this deep of water and that far off the bank looking for their prey. Shad. Bass do the same thing. This bait was built for skinny water. We originally made it for the redfish and snook guys down in Florida. Super skinny water, slow rise. The fish can come up, eat it. Great hookup ratio. But bass fishing, this is a new style of bait that you could literally fish in that deep of water where it swims. You don't have to worry about it deflecting as much because the action we put in this bait is all you need. And you just saw right there, we're patterning blue herring and egrets this morning. When I see them in the little backs of these little rounded pockets with the sand, their heads turning sideways and they're looking down the edge of the water line. Like I do the Spider-Man with the big swim baits. Take the 4-inch BBZ Shad, the Threadfin, parallel in the skinniest water possible at your home lakes, around your docks, around brush piles, and let the bait do the working for you, and you're going to catch more fish. Hope you guys enjoy this little tutorial right now. Let's get back to fishing. I want to see if I can catch a fish even shallower than I just did in 3 inches of water. This stuff is some cool stuff. That blue herring's looking, you can see him turning his head sideways. He's looking down the edge. I mean, that's just a great sign. So those are givens. Those are the given plus value. Here's a little BBZ, food for thought. Watch the environment. Watch the birds. See this blue herring in the back cut right here? I'll try to zoom in a little bit on him. He's walking the shoreline, turning his head to the side, and he's looking on the seam of the water and the dirt. He's parallel fishing. The same thing we would do throwing a swim bait, a spinner bait, a crankbait, top water. That blue herring should be keying you in on how you should fish your bait too, because if he's looking for bait in that much water, that far off the bank, so are the bass. So don't overthink things, but pay attention to the environment, because maybe the birds out there can tell you more on how to fish than some book or the internet. So keep it in the BBZ, baby. Coming back into a cove. I see blue herrings on the bank. I think it's going to be the blue herring. Put your bait on the dirt bite right now. BBZ, baby. The dirt pattern. The blue herring dirt pattern. FishLab BioShad BBZ. There's some fish tacos for you. Skinny water, baby. Here's the deal. If you don't have a bait that can work, literally work and swim and do the right thing in skinny water, you're not going to get as many bites. There's another one right there. Dirt pattern, baby. This will work open water too. This works. This show is brought to you by FishLab Tackle, the BBZ, and the Blue Herrings. Oh, I gotta go chase this guy. Pay attention to the plus values. Wind, mudline, blue herrings, egrets, and bait. It'll trump. Plus values will trump good point values day in and day out if you pay attention and if you have the right bait. Oh, I'm afraid to get that one. This bait is serious stuff, but you got to know how to fish it. Skinny water to deep. It's the most realistic shad bait on the market. Tell me how many other people will throw their crankbait on the dirt to bring it in the water to get hammered. I'm telling you, the power of this bait is it swims so incredibly awesome in skinny water. Basically, I'm going to challenge anglers to see how shallow you could fish this bait and catch fish. You're going to be surprised. This is what animals do in real life. The birds, the foxes, the coyotes, they fish the bank just like bank fishermen. So do the fish. So do the big bass. So don't overthink things, man. Keep it simple, but keep it natural. FishLab, BBZ, BioShad, Threadfin. Fish it skinny. You'll catch more fish. Oh, and guess what? Open water, it's too realistic. They're going to chew it in open water too. Let's get back to it. It's getting a little windy out here. See the coyote right here? You tell me that he's not hunting just like the blue herring today, going down the bank. Being able to watch your surroundings. I mean, this coyote right here, basically, he is covering water just like I'm doing. I'm in a boat. He's on the shore. Blue herrings fly over to certain pockets. This guy right here, he's a hunter. Pay attention. They're going to look in the same areas. We got a wind-blown pocket. Sun's coming up right. Bait fish should be here. $5, we're going to catch a fish in this location because a coyote's here looking to hunt too. BBZ, baby. That herring's working right on the dirt still. So we're fishing its strike zone. Right there. That. Oh, it came on button. We're fishing the blue herring strike zone. best day you could screw up a cast. Oh, I missed a great opportunity.